Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping into a really big topic, the link between artificial intelligence and our global shift to green energy. And let me tell you, the answer is, well, it's not at all what you think.
So let's just start with this one stark number, 80%. That's how much of our global energy still comes from fossil fuels, according to the International Energy Agency. It's a massive challenge for hitting any of our climate goals.
Now, a lot of people are pinning their hopes on AI, that it could be the silver bullet we need to really speed up the move to renewables. But as a fascinating new global study shows, the real story is, well, it's a whole lot messier than that.
So think of this as a detective mission. We're going to follow the clues from this new research, and we're going to investigate 3 key questions to really get to the bottom of this surprising connection between AI, money, and the future of our planet.
All right, let's get into it. Our investigation starts with clue number 1, and we've got to tackle the most basic question first.
The researchers, they really went deep on this. They looked at over a decade's worth of data from 119 different countries, all to find out if there's a clear, straight-up link between a country developing AI and using more renewables. And the answer? It's a big, loud yes. The study is crystal clear. AI development is a huge positive push, moving countries toward renewable energy. And get this, it's not just a thing for wealthy nations. The effect is there for both high-income and low-income countries.
So, how? How does AI actually do this? Well, it's not magic. It basically goes right after the biggest weakness of renewables, the fact that they're not always on. AI gets way better at predicting when the sun's going to shine or the wind's going to blow. It makes our power grid smarter, it helps us store energy more efficiently. Basically, it just makes the whole system more reliable.
Okay, so clue number 1 is in the bag. AI is definitely a good thing for renewable energy. But, technology doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It needs money, it needs investment. And that brings us to our second clue. Right. You'd think this would be simple. The financial system sees this amazing AI tool, sees all the potential, and just starts pouring money in to boost the green transition. But this is where our little detective story takes a really sharp and unexpected turn. What the study found was, honestly, a bit of a shock. The expectation is that AI helps the financial system get smarter, and that smarter system then invests more in green energy. The reality? It's the complete opposite. As it stands today, the financial system is like a negative middleman. It actually gets in the way and slows things down. And here's the key idea. It's something called path dependence. Even with AI making everything more efficient, the financial world is just so deeply tied to the old fossil fuel industries. The money, the connections, it's all there, so the money just keeps flowing down those same old high-carbon paths. It's kind of like having a brand new supercar, but you're stuck on old dirt roads that only lead to one place.
But hold on, the story doesn't stop there. Our last clue reveals there's another, much more subtle layer to this whole thing.
See, the researchers figured the story couldn't just be AI is good, finance is bad. That's too simple. So they started digging around for some kind of hidden factor, something that could flip the whole equation on its head. And they found it. It's called a threshold effect. It's basically a tipping point. Once some other factor crosses a certain line, the relationship between two things just completely changes. And in this case, that big tipping point, it's how developed or mature a country's financial system is. And here is that tipping point in action. Take a look. In countries with less developed financial systems, AI still has a really good, positive impact. But once a financial system gets mature enough, once it crosses that threshold, AI's positive effect gets a massive turbocharge. It becomes way more powerful. It's literally like strapping a booster rocket onto the whole energy transition. So, we've followed the clues, we've seen the twists and turns. What's the final verdict here? What's the real story with AI's role in our energy future?
Okay, let's just lay all the evidence out on the table. Clue number 1. On its own, AI is a huge help for renewables, no question. Clue number 2. The financial system, with its old habits, often gets in the way and blocks that progress. But then, clue number 3. If that financial system can mature, it stops being a roadblock and actually becomes an amplifier, making AI's power even greater.
So really, the big takeaway here is that the tech itself is only half the battle. You can think of AI as a superhero for the energy transition, but every superhero needs the right sidekick. And in this story, that sidekick is the financial system that supports it. Without the right financial plumbing in place, even the world's most powerful tool can't do its job.
And that leaves us with one last really critical question.
We have this incredible, powerful new tool that can seriously speed up the move to green energy. But what this research really forces us to ask is our financial system actually ready for it? It seems like the real puzzle we have to solve isn't just about the technology, but about aligning our financial world with the potential that tech gives us.